When the lights go out and the world grows quiet, some places don't sleep, they remember. Tonight we step into the shadows where history whispers and the dead refuse to stay silent. You're listening to Books Paranormal Podcast. Episode 1, The Station Hotel, Dudley. Opposite the looming silhouette of Dudley Castle, at the edge of what was once a bustling railway town, there stands a hotel with a reputation that refuses to die. This is not just a building of bricks and beams. This is a place of whispered secrets, of footsteps with no owner, of rooms where the beds move on their own, and cellars where something or someone is said to be waiting. Tonight, we're checking into one of the Black Country's most infamous haunted locations. This is the story of the Station Hotel, Dudley. Part 1. A hotel born of steam and shadow. The year was 1898. Dudley was booming. Iron, coal, fire and smoke defined the skyline. The railway brought money, movement and people from every corner of the country. And with the railway came a need for luxury. The Station Hotel was built to serve travellers stepping off trains tired, dusty and eager for warmth and comfort. Its black and white Victorian outer building was meant to impress. A promise of fine rooms, hot meals and a soft bed for the night. By 1910, the hotel had become a social hub. Across the road stood the Dudley Opera House and later the Dudley Hippodrome. And with it came entertainers, performers and stars of the early 20th century. Just to name a few names: George Formby, Laura Larney, Bob Hope, Bing Crosby, many more. The laughter once echoed through the corridors. Cigarette smoke curled beneath chandeliers. Music drifted from open doors. But not every guest left happy. And not everyone left at all. Part 2. The cellar secret. Beneath the laughter, beneath the guest rooms, beneath even the foundations of the building, lie the cellars. Low ceilings, stone walls, darkness that swallows sound. It's here that the hotel's darkest legend is said to have begun. According to long-standing local law, a young chambermaid worked at the hotel during its early years. Her name has been lost to time, as if history itself refused to remember her. She cleaned rooms, changed beds, walked corridors alone, and one day she was called to the cellar. The story claims that the hotel manager lured her down there, away from guests, away from witnesses. What happened next varies depending on who you ask, but every version ends the same way. She refused him. She threatened to tell his wife. And in a moment of rage, he killed her. Strangled, stabbed, silenced. Her body, the legend says, was hidden in a barrel, or pushed through a chute, or buried beneath the hotel grounds. Some say she was never found, and if that's true, she may never have left. Part 3. The Maid Who Walks. Guests and staff have reported seeing a woman, pale, silent, dressed in what looks like an old service clothing. She appears in doorways, at the end of corridors, sometimes standing at the front of the bed. But she never speaks. But those who see her say the same thing. She looks sad, as though she's searching for something or someone. Some wake in the night feeling watched, only to see a figure fading into the wall. Others hear soft crying, carried on cold air. And then there are the children. Part 4. The children's voices. During paranormal investigations, including the infamous Most Haunted episode, mediums claimed the presence of 2 child spirits, a boy and a girl. One reportedly died in a carriage accident and the other from illness. Guests have heard small footsteps running along empty corridors, laughter behind closed doors, a child's voice calling from rooms no one occupies, and sometimes crying. Soft, desperate, unmistakably human. Part 5. Room 214. Do not disturb. If the station hotel has a heart of darkness, it beats loudest in room 214. Now, this room has terrified grown adults, skeptics included. Guests report beds shaking violently, not rattling, not vibrating, but moving, as though someone were pushing from beneath. Lights flicker, doors open on their own, coins slide across tables, then roll back uphill. Some feel hands gripping their legs. Others wait to see an imprint forming beside them, like someone sitting down. Many refuse to stay the night. Some run. Room 217 tells similar tales. Room 215 refuses to stay quiet. It's as though the building chooses who it wants to frighten. Part 6. The manager still watches. Then there's him. A tall man, dark clothing, a presence that makes the air feel thick. Staff describes sudden anger, dread or nausea, especially in the cellar. The paranormal teams claim he doesn't like questions, he doesn't like being challenged, and reacts violently to accusations. Doors slam, equipment fails, voices shout from empty rooms. Some believe the manager never left, that he's still there, watching, guarding his secret. Part 7. The cellars today. Those brave enough to enter the cellars report intense cold, headaches, the sensation of being followed, coins thrown across the floor, only to roll back towards the thrower. Shadow figures darting just behind torchlight, and always that feeling that something is standing right behind you. Okay, so that's the end of my first little paranormal podcast as such. It's a little bit of a sideline that I'm doing. If you'd like me to do more of these sort of podcasts and talk about different venues that I've been to or that you guys have suggested, let me know in the comments below. And we can definitely do more, as well as the live podcast with people that we've got coming up on Facebook. Yeah, there's a lot more to come. But the closing thoughts on the Station Hotel. Now, it still stands. Its walls have heard laughter, applause, arguments and screams. Is it haunted? What do you think? Or is it simply a building soaked in tragedy, memory and time? Maybe ghosts aren't always visible. Maybe they live in the silence between footsteps, in the chill you can't explain, in the feeling that you're not alone, even when you are. So if you ever find yourself in Dudley, standing opposite the castle, looking at the old Station Hotel, ask yourself one thing. If you checked in for the night, would you be brave enough to turn the lights off?